Now students, see page number 71. I am reading our remaining paragraph. So try to understand and listen carefully. The identity of the nation. As you know, see chapter number 1st. You can recall whatever you studied in chapter number 1st is most often symbolized in a figure or image. So to describe country as well as the nation, so many artists they used figure as well as the image to describe country, their country. Why? Because this helps create an image with which people can identify the nation. By seeing such a figure as well as an image, people can easily identify. People can easily understand the idea of nation as well as the idea of nationalism also by seeing such a figure. It was in the 20th century with the growth of nationalism in our country. In the 20th century, feeling of nationalism spread out, developed, so that the identity of India came to be visually associated. Now came to be visually means seen, associated with the image of Bharat Mata. So the feeling of nationalism, the identity of India, the people they could easily understand, as well as the feeling of nationalism and the identity of our country came to be seen with the image of Bharat Mata, with image, figure of Bharat Mata. The image was first created by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. Underline Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. The first image to describe our country. So Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, he painted we can say the image of Bharat Mata, first time. In the 1870s, he wrote Vande Mataram as a hymn. Hymn means song to the motherland. Now to honor our motherland, to honor our India. Now he wrote Vande Mataram, this song, hymn. Later, it was included in his novel. Now Vande Mataram was included in his novel. The name of the novel is Anand Math. Underline Anand Math. And widely sung during the Swadeshi movement in Bengal. Now Vande Mataram, this song which was sung by satyagrahis as well as we can say our people, those who were participated in the Swadeshi movement in Bengal. Moved by the Swadeshi movement, Moved by the Swadeshi movement means encouraged, inspired by the Swadeshi movement. Abhindranath Tagore, underline Abhindranath Tagore, painted his famous image of Bharat Mata. Now he also painted one of the best image of Bharat Mata. Now you can see figure number 12, this one. So this figure Bharat Mata, which was painted by Abhindranath Tagore in 1905. Now you can observe carefully also. Now come to the point. Now students, see page number 71. In this painting, now you can see the painting. In this painting, Bharat Mata is portrait, underline, portrait means painted. Now Bharat Mata, which was painted by Abhindranath Tagore, how? As an ascetic figure. Ascetic, underline, ascetic means devotee, we can say in Hindi sannyasi. So Bharat Mata, our nation, image of our country, which was described by Abhindranath Tagore, how? As an ascetic. Ascetic means devotee. She is calm, composed means serious, divine and spiritual. In subsequent years, subsequent means following years, after that, the image of Bharat Mata acquired many different forms. Now other painters, now they painted by their ideas, by their views in the following years. As it circulated in popular prints and was painted by different artists. Now you can see figure number 14. Devotion to this mother figure. Now devotion, people's devotion to mother, we can say the Bharat Mata, to this image, to this mother figure, not fully devoted towards Bharat Mata as well as the figure, came to be seen, recognized. Now what came to be seen as evidence of one's nationalism. Came to be seen means that was we can say the proof, evidence means devotion towards Bharat Mata, to this mother figure. That was the symbol of feeling of nationalism. Now students, I am reading this paragraph, try to understand. Ideas of nationalism also developed through a movement to review, underline review. Review means recover, renew. So ideas of nationalism also developed by various ways. One of review Indian folklore. Folklore means tales. In late 19th century, in a late 19th century, what happened in our country? Nationalists began recording folk tales sung by bards. Bards means poet, professional poets. And they toured villages, they traveled so many villages. Why? To gather folk songs and legends. Legend means historical events in form of story for collecting. So they travel village to village. Who? Bards, professional poets, we can say, singer. Now they were also known as a nationalist also. These tales, whatever they collected, gathered, they believed, means our nationalist, they believed gave a true picture of traditional culture that had been corrupted and damaged by outside forces. They believed that a real picture, we can say the real meaning of nationalism we can find where? In our culture. They believed gave a true picture of traditional culture. Now our traditional culture, they try to find out and they try to focus our traditional culture, which had been corrupted and damaged by Britishers, outside forces. It was essential to preserve this folk tradition in order to discover one's national identity and restore a sense of pride in one's past. So they believed that this was also important, essential to preserve all our traditional culture, folk tradition, to find out, to develop national identity and restore a sense of pride in one's past. Now we have to save our pride also. In Bengal, Rabindranath Tagore himself began collecting ballads. Ballads means narrative poem, nursery rhymes and myths. Myth means traditional story, we can say regarding gods and goddesses, and led the movement for folk revival. Now they started a movement to review our tradition. Now students, remaining paragraph we will read in next clip.